Hi, welcome to Thought Starters. So what we are doing in this section is we're going over ways to engage your students through Google Classroom with some provoking questions and some images and some scenarios as well as quotes to kind of get them thinking and putting them in someone else's shoes to start showing some of that empathy and how they think that others would respond or how they would respond if they were in that situation. So what I'm going to go through are the templates that I've created for Thought Starters, as well as showing you a glimpse of what I did in summer school for my students, so you can see some real examples from some pretty cool second graders. And then lastly, you're going to submit a Google form for us to start creating a list of thought starting with some provoking questions, with some quotes, with some photos, with some scenarios, so that way, you know, we're working together collaboratively as a district to create these things, and it's not just I have to create another scenario. No, you get to go to a Google form or a Google Doc and be able to look at a whole list of scenarios that are already put there for you that you can use. So let me go through all of that with you, and then you can dig into the rest of this. So I'm going to share my screen. These are the templates that I was talking about with the different thought starters. I created it so you could pose one question or two questions. I know that with this PD gearing towards young fives all the way to sixth grade, there's definitely some ranges in ability at different grade levels. So I tried to make it so you could find one that works best for you. What you'll do for these is literally just copy this slide into your new presentation that you're going to share on your Google Classroom. It's just ready to go. So you literally can just do copy and then paste it into whatever doc that you're going to be sharing with your students. Let me show you some examples of what that looked like with my second graders for summer school. So this was just a self-regulating when school is hard, what would you do? And the student responded. And then here was a scenario that they had to respond to. There was two of them. How do they think they felt? What they do to what was their self-management tool? Also, here's those images ones that I was talking about where they tell me how they think they would respond or how they were feeling. And then here's another image one. So when I was talking about creating a list so we could just use it together and we can work collaboratively, this is kind of what I'm talking about. There's a Google form below this video that you will fill out. What's a thought-provoking question? There's an example, create a scenario, upload an image, submit a quote. So then what I'll do with all of those responses is I will put them in this thought starter Google Doc, and you'll each have your own version of this. But these are all the thought-provoking questions that I used this summer and the scenarios, and then the links to the images, as well as some quotes. So if you decide that you're going to do a thought-provoking question for your thought starter for this day or for this week, and you write, what do you see when you look in the mirror? You then can just click this to keep track of the ones that you've used. That way, I know for myself, I might pick this one up here, and then I might pick this Maya Angelou quote down here. But that way I'm not repeating myself, and there are new questions and quotes each time or new images. But this is just a quick way to keep track of it all. So hopefully you will find this tool useful. And like I said, it's just a really easy way to send out a quick, what are you thinking? How would you respond, to practice some of that empathy? Thanks.